G'day from Las Vegas, where the Las Vegas Grand Prix got underway. This is indeed media day. It's slightly soggy. It's not cold. Everyone's saying, oh, you're going to freeze. No, we're absolutely fine. Look at this short sleeve t-shirt. More in just a second. Well, a few hours ago we kicked off with an opening ceremony here at the Las Vegas Grand Prix, and it was darn impressive. There was a little bit of rain to start, but the drone show still went ahead, and then we had plenty of musical acts pumping up the crowd and some beautiful lighting, the likes of J Balvin, Steve Aoki, Tiesto, a whole lot more, but very impressive. And the crowd, chock-a-block, absolutely went wild. They loved every minute of it. Now, I understand a few of you at home were disappointed because it wasn't broadcast live. Disappointing, no doubt, but I loved the lighting. I thought it was magnificent, and those platforms were very impressive. The drivers were raised up for the crowd to go wild at, and I think probably Lewis Hamilton had the biggest response, and maybe Checo Perez too, with a lot of Mexican support. The whole thing was very over the top, very American, and I guess that's what the market likes here, because they certainly lapped it up in the stands. So what's my first thoughts of the event? Well, we need more light in the paddock. Look at it. It's so dark, it's almost impossible to photograph drivers. But that aside, I think we're in for a ripper time. The drivers are all pretty happy. We had lots of Elvises greet the drivers as they came in. Many of the younger drivers stopped, got into the swing of things with photos with some of the Elvises and even the Blue Man Group. Did all drivers do it? No. Definitely Lando didn't do it, and neither did Lewis, and probably a handful of others. There were some dramas last night in getting the track actually ready. What should have taken a couple of hours to close down took 4, but that's often the case with stuff like this. You need some sort of practice, but tonight, 2:30 a.m, we'll see how the track goes with the medical car and safety car going around it at high speed. There's some nice touches in this paddock too, like this TV pen sign in neon, this iconic Vegas sign which has interchangeable panels, and as each driver came in, their name was displayed up there, and a number of the drivers did indeed pose in front of it. And on the theme of the Las Vegas sign, Haas have gone all out here at the back of their garage. For those of you wondering whether there's any different feel media day here at this race compared with others, yes. Because right now, I typically stay on for at least another hour or so to shoot. But it's pointless, because you can't capture anything because there's such little light, and there's no atmosphere in the paddock, which is really not Vegas style. I would have expected this place to be pumping and jumping. Maybe that's reserved for Friday and Saturday. It is hard to believe that a year ago, this was just dirt. And now look what they've built here, this monstrous pit building, 3 stories high, and with a whopping great sign on the roof that is visible from space, I'd suggest. Now, the previous 2 nights I've been out on the track doing a bit of homework, and this is what I discovered. The hospitality suite's behind me. There's still plenty of work going on. This is Monday night prior to the race weekend, but I do love the neon signage above each of the team's suite. There's another issue too. Locals don't want us calling it the paddock. The person involved in that mass shooting going back some years ago has a surname, Paddock, but as you can see here behind me, it says Paddock Campus Feed. We know that F1's marketing Paddock Club as usual. I think I did see something that said this might be termed as the Plaza, but I think that's mainly for local media. And if you happen to be in the paddock at this particular event and you decide you want to get married, there's a chapel right here. Yes, it's legitimate. You can get yourself a Las Vegas marriage license here at Formula One. Ah, hello.
Hi.
I'll swap
Have a
out.
wonderful day.
Thank you. Delivery. Well, Race Weekend's just announced their brand new F1 Las Vegas Limited Edition magazine. This is a stunning large format coffee table magazine, not just meant to be read, but proudly displayed. Plus, Race Weekend's work with Lewis Hamilton's Plus 44 brand to provide additional background and context for his merch collection with artist Murakami. This issue has exclusive images and quotes from Lewis, really connecting him with Vegas and the USA. Wynn Resorts also provided Race Weekend with unbelievable access to Las Vegas, allowing them to create this very unique issue. I could say a whole lot about this magazine, but just flipping through it, you get a feeling straight away that this is a quality product. And this is a limited edition for just $40. And how much is shipping? Free in North America and just $10 elsewhere. To order your copy, click on the link in the description below. I'm talking to a lot of people. I've got to tell you, not many know anything about Formula One or that there's even a race on next weekend.
Do you
girls know anything about Formula One?
No.
What Americans know about F1?
Well, we know nothing.
Really F1, I know it's Lightning McQueen.
Now this is where all the drivers will come into the paddock. Maybe one or two will go the other end, but I kind of think not. And for the first time in my time at F1, we've got digital signage on the swipe gates. Oh, here's another thing. Ryan Reynolds was in today. So if he's here today, being Tuesday, I think he's going to be with us throughout the whole weekend. Of course, he's an investor in Alpine. If you have Paddock Club tickets here and you're chasing selfies and autographs, you'll be happy to know that the drivers have to walk quite a distance from the hospitality suites to the garages, and the drivers from Red Bull have to make the longest walk. But at the other end of the paddock, say the Williams drivers, their walk's about half the distance. Here's a nice touch. We have the drivers' photos on the back walls of the pit building here, above all of the team's garages. One thing that grabs me about this pit lane is the brightness of this lighting. This is certainly brighter than I remember Singapore or any of the night races. I'm shooting this on Tuesday night, and there's still plenty of work going on here on the Red Bull grandstands. In fact, there's plenty of work going on all around the track, but trust me, it'll all be up and running by the time the cars hit the track on Thursday for the first practice session, which gets underway at 8:30 p.m. This I love. It's the Las Vegas welcome sign, but adjusted for F1. And yes, you can see numbers of a roulette wheel as well. This is at the entry to pit lane. And on the walkway that goes from the paddock out to pit lane, there's 6 murals up on the wall. And I interviewed the painter the other day who did the work.
It's every decade from the 50s through 2000s. Right behind me we have the 60s. We got Graham Hill, and then the Stardust Hotel and Casino, and then Graham's car down here. We got a car, a driver, and an iconic Vegas casino from each decade for the last 60 years.
Now I'm actually underground, and there's a tunnel behind me, and there's a tunnel this way, and this is our media centre. So I'm going to take you and show you that. Well, the media centre is not actually open at the moment, but it is upstairs here in the Tuscany Hotel Casino, and it's about a 400-metre hike from the paddock. So that's right up there with one of our biggest walks.
I love Formula One. I mean, I kind of root for everybody, but you know, like.
I'm sorry, are you Kim Illman?
Yes, I am.
From F1? Oh my God! There you go, man! I'm just hoping for like Ricardo to win. That's all I want right now. Cold tires, cold track. Ricardo, can we get a picture with you if you don't mind?
Good word, boys. Thank you for that. Now, you've seen this overpass by day, but by night, it's brightly lit inside and you can't see anything down onto the track. This is the track behind me here, and this is on the entry into Harmon. Now, if you come a little bit this way, you can see that they've put up the protective barriers. We actually photograph from this section in here. This is what we call the moat. But this side, there is black material to stop anyone who's driving or walking like I am getting a view of the cars. And that will be all the way along Las Vegas Boulevard. Now I'm filming this on Monday night, and already we have photo holes in the wire, but a little bit loose, but they still do the job. Behind me I can see some manhole covers here. On other tracks they weld those down, but I wonder whether that will actually be on the track come Thursday for the first session. Interestingly, behind me is an okay sort of property with the casino, but they do have some digital signage, and they've got F1 content running on their digital signage. This is Koval Lane, and some lovely 3-story high buildings here house a whole host of hospitality options. They sell for $7,000 to $8,000 for the 3-day ticket. And as some of you have said, oh yeah, I've seen Thursday tickets drastically reduced. Yeah, because Thursday tickets are normally worth about 10% of the 3-day ticket. Obviously the most expensive part is the Sunday, and the Saturday is not far behind that. Gentlemen, do you know there's a Formula One race on next weekend?
Yes, we do know.
Do you know any drivers?
Yeah, Lance Stroll, maybe.
Lance Stroll, you're Canadian?
Yes, sir, Montreal.
And this is the fan zone here at the Sphere, which I think will be a stunning backdrop for a lot of photographs and certainly a lot of the TV coverage. This will play a very prominent role in what you see this weekend. If you've not actually seen this quite unbelievable structure, the Sphere, it is phenomenal, and I think it's going to be so very important to Formula One this race. And they've actually got full control over the content over the course of the event. And this is what I caught being aired tonight when I stood up the top of the pit building here for about 20 minutes. I quite love this spot here with the Sphere behind us as they come around and head towards Las Vegas Boulevard. But interestingly, and I've not seen this in too many places, you've got double concrete barriers for some reason. What I am noticing though this week is very quiet in the lead up to the F1 event. And I think what a lot of people have been persuaded to do is to stay away because of all the construction that's happening on the strip, which has to go on. You just can't have a race without all this construction work going on. You might remember in my video of maybe a month ago, I mentioned that this Denny's where I'm standing here has an outdoor balcony and an amazing view of the track below. I just had a chat with the manager here of Denny's and asked him what he's going to do.
So it's either I'm going to keep it off limits, or either I'm going to reserve it, or I don't know. I still got to talk to my other management tomorrow. So
Because you've got some very valuable property out there.
yeah.
Charge $1,000.
Yeah, I know.
$1,000 tip for Kevin.
Yeah.
No, forgive
All
me.
right. Okay.
I can't wait to find out what he does. Do you know anything about Formula One?
I don't. I'm sorry.
Do you know there's a Formula One race on next weekend?
I've heard, sir. Go Raiders.
That's the wrong two
To be honest, not a lot.
What do you know about Charles?
You should pay us for pictures. Because he's hot.
This is the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Harmon Street, and they will come ripping around here and very close to this barrier. And just below me you can see that the curbing has the 4 suits of a deck of cards, which I think is a marvellous idea. Will I be able to shoot from here? Not sure, no photo windows at the moment. Maybe they'll put one in, but certainly it's a good spot, and I think they'll be ripping down with some heavy braking. Just 150 metres behind me. This is the left-hander that takes you off Las Vegas Boulevard and up here to Harmon. I think this will be a sensational spot to shoot from, and luckily there are a couple of windows on the other side of the track for us. Well, that's it for me. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you have, a favour, please like it and subscribe if you haven't done so. And for a whole lot of extra stuff, merchandise and content, look at these. Thanks for watching, and stay passionate. Whew.